from the capital of Tennessee and of country music for any of you fans out there. Welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Ravens sideline, look at their head coach. These guys played good football the last month plus. They are 4-2 in their last 6. Across the way, the head coach for the Titans. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Huard. It is time for some football. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
A designed run. Jackson keeping it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Choke the ball himself for a big run.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. From the gun, Jackson stays upright. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches. Running for the first with Pollard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
They pitch it to him. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Now Jackson off the play action. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be dropped by the Titans. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense is down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Oops, knocks it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who plays with his own signature brand of hero ball at quarterback. It's Cam Ward.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's Ward. Looking right, and he finds him. Spins his way into the open field. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there. And after this play, there's a Titan out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This 42 yards from the right hash. The kick by Patterson is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. And he gets around 6 there. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They're trying to get it with the option here. They pitch it out to him here. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That kind of call right there, Kate, shouldn't be the 3rd down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it up to reset those chains.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Baltimore.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Short pass brought in. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and
The handoff on 3rd and short. And they take him down right along the 30. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
another Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throwing this one back at the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Kevin Winston with the INT. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. First and 10 here. Ward. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
It's a gain of 6.
Second and 3 now.
Brings up second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Ward off the play fake. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Brings up
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Could be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Big strike here to Moore. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
first and 10.
Throwing out on first down. Ward. That one's cut along the left sideline. Nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
19, Charger, 19.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
Mike Green.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Results in a 4th down.
The kick by Patterson is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Headed out right. He's going deep down this side. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Jackson now on third. And this is another one too close to that defender, Brock. Knocked away again, and this time it forces fourth down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Get a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Let's go.
Dive play straight ahead. Brock for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to the well again. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Levi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
No place to go. Ravens take him down. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, Jackson. Falcon isn't holding on. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. They talk about a good game when they needed it. So that's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Nissan Stadium coming up. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Up the middle, here goes Cobble. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Play fake, Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. Racing down the left side. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. In the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Tennessee calling its second timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Lamar now from the gun. Makes the catch. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Buys time, rolling right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Ward. Caught quickly on the slant. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast.
60 Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down throw here for Ward. Finds his man over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 47.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. He finds Tigger Cockwell for the grab. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get some late points and the lead. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Number 6.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. First down, here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. Running in the red zone. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra points. And the Ravens manage to tie this game. It's 13-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Shoots away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Titans offense headed out just before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Ward setting the pass. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Here we go.
And if you had another rushing play on your bingo board, you are correct. He puts together a nice little 8-yard gain, but it's not enough. He's got 4th down. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
It's 4th down.
Back to throw it. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We're officially on to the second half of the season, Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Santa Clara, the Niners at home to take on the Browns. And this is Brandon Ayuk. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 52 yards touchdown. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is Chris Godwin. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. The Buccaneers get a much-needed win as they move back to 500 at 5-5. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle, the Seahawks hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Sam Darnold. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Seahawks get their third win as they come away with the victory. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on, the risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Brings in the kick at the 9. This makes it up to the 25. So to begin the third, it'll be the Titans offense we see first. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Sending him on the dive. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Then we second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level of connectedness.
Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. That's him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Ward setting up to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Get it. Panther 60.
Here's Ward. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Again, Ward going to the air. Short pass brought in. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And that's a stop. The offense stayed out there on 4th, but now they're headed off after they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. So Second down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They run the counter to Pollard. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Jackson keeping it himself. And they'll pitch it out to him. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Lamar out of the pistol. Finds Pollard on the check down. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
Right up the gut. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. David Long getting the spot that time.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Now Jackson. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab. Lead on their first series of the half. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Titans 13.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Titans ready to take over on offense. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
One of the tight ends motioning left. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Ward off the play fake. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Going now on 1st down. Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down.
Ready?
There's a dive up the middle. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down here. Need 8 on the play.
Come on.
3rd and long for him here. It's his running back. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Zone read here. They give to Pollard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Again, a run with Pollard. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Titans in the nickel for 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. You've set it downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10. It's Pollard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up the defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Lamar off the play fake. This one's to Andrews outright. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war in field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play, salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That's not going to help in that decision at all.
Begins his return at the 16. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurricane. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And that carried over, and that's 1 on the plunge up the gut.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another carry for it. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
Ready?
It's going to throw here on third. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. All right, starting the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Titans have some new life in the 4th!
Just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans now trail by just a point in the 4th.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we have a member of the Titans injured after the play and in need of some assistance. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Play action. Here's Jackson. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Now it's Lamar. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
1st down, Ravens.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. They will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down throw for Jackson. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
They give on 2nd to Pollard. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And some nice running there gets him 8. Third down coming up. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Trying to get it with the option. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His third total score in this game. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. First down throw here for Ward. Big strike here to Moore. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans down by 7.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Ward now. Setting up the screen. Down the sideline inside the 40. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Has him on a quick hitter. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, you kind of know this is going to happen at least a couple of times this season. They catch the rookie there for roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think this coach would like to have a governor. Kind of like on golf carts, you know, so you don't act crazy and a fool. Some of these rookie defenders, I know coaches would love to put a governor on them for a little bit of discipline that just doesn't naturally come for a rookie.
Here he is to throw. Dump off caught by his back. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. All right, here we go. Second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A loss of a yard. It's now third.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
These little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now... time or a win right here are on the table. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's going to go out at about the 25, so the choice to leave the end zone costs him about 10 yards.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They try.
He's got it inside the 25. No timeouts called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Back to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Everything coming down to the leg of Tyler Lue. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick is good. He got it. And he hits one more time to win them this game. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.